Okay, guys, this is lesson 3B. It's just another day of common bases. This is the next 2 pages. So this is lesson 4B. All right, first of all, if you did not watch the video for 4A, just go back and do that, because this is basically the same thing. I'm only going to do 2 problems with you. And you can do all the odds for homework, or you can do a video of number 17 with a check. Those are your 2 options. Okay, so I'll repeat that at the end of this video. But the only 2 I'm doing with you in this video are 16 and 18. And like I said, if you haven't watched the video for 4A, this is in more detail. I don't think there's any sense of doing this over again. These are just a couple of the harder ones. All right, so obviously the method for common bases, it's common sense that we're going to use common bases. So when I say the base, I'm talking about the base of the exponent. And this kind of gives us a clue. We see a base of 3 here. And since these are powers of 3 and they're fractions, I know I'm going to have a negative exponent. So since 9 is 3 to the second, 1/9 is just going to be 3 to the negative second power. So since I want to have that base of 3, I'm going to write it as 3 to the negative second. Okay, then this is a multiplication sign I'm going to bring down. Okay, 1/3 is just 3 to the negative first. Okay, and I can write that exponent inside or outside parentheses. And here I'm going to write it inside since I have that a value. Oh, I didn't recognize there's an a value there as well. So let me just erase this and I'll rewrite that. Okay, so I have a 3 to the negative second. There's an a value out here. There's an a value here. Okay, and then obviously this one's already done for us. The exponent is 16 minus a. All right, so I'm going to use my power to a power rule. Okay, so this is just going to turn into 3 to the negative 2a. And over here, still multiplication. This is 3 to the negative 1a. And I get 3 to the, I'm just going to bring this side down. All right, another exponent rule. If I multiply with the same base, I keep the base the same and I add exponents. So negative 2a plus negative 1a is just negative 3a. All right, at this point, since I have the common bases, then the exponents must be equal to each other. So I'm going to set up my equation. Negative 3a equals 16 minus a. Okay, I'm going to get the a's to the same side. So I'm going to add an a here, or add 1a. Remember, this is the same thing as just adding a plus 1a if you want to put the lead coefficient in, or the coefficient, I should say. And then this gives me negative 2a equals 16, and I divide by negative 2, and I get a equals negative 8. All right, so if you're doing number 17, a video, you have to solve it and check if you want to do the video. So you have to solve and check for credit. So I'm just going to run through a Desmos check with you. So I already have the tab opened, and I'm just going to substitute. So I want to make sure my equation looks just like it does on paper as it does Desmos. And I'm saying that my exponent is negative 8. So I'm going to raise it to the negative 8th power. Okay, and then I have times 1/3 to the negative 8th power. That should be okay. I can get rid of this parenthesis, make it look exactly like it. All right, so this is one side of the equation. That's what the left side is equal to, this 2.82. So I'm just going to push return, and I'm going to put in the other side of the equation. So this one is 3 to the 16 minus, oops. Oh, I remember this with Desmos. I think I have to put this in parentheses to add something to the exponent. So 16 minus, and then my negative 8 that I have for my a, and then I'm going to close parentheses again. And you can see the 2 sides match. So again, if you want to put something like an expression in for an exponent, you need to open parentheses to check it. So this is a check. All right, so I can go back. I promised I was going to do 16 and 18 with you. So 36, hopefully you recognize that as 6 squared. So you can check your yellow sheet, or you can do a quick check. If 36 is a power of 6, this is 6 squared. If I multiply by 6, that's going to give me 36 again, 18, 21. So this is 6 cubed, right? So a little math if you don't have your yellow sheet. So my common base here is going to be 6. So I have 6 squared, and that's the n minus 3 power, times 216 we said was 6 cubed. to the n power equals, there's another 6 cubed to the 2n plus 1 power. So I'm going to do my power to a power rule first. I have to remember to distribute. So this gives me 6 to the 2n minus 6. Okay, don't forget to distribute. Times 6 to the 3n equals, again, distribute here, 6 to the 6n plus 3. Okay, so now that I have common bases, actually I want to use my exponent rule. When I multiply, I'm going to add exponents. So this is just going to be 6 to the 5n minus 6 equals 6 to the 6n plus 3. Now that the bases are the same, I can set up my equation. So 5n minus 6 equals 6n plus 3. I'm going to subtract 5n from both sides. And I'm going to get negative 6 equals n plus 3. Subtract 3. And negative 9 equals n. Okay. And again, I could go to Desmos and just substitute negative 9 in for all these n's. And the same way I checked number 16, I'm looking at my answer key. I've already done this and checked it, and it's correct. So for homework, like I said, for homework, you can do 1 through 17 odd, okay, all of the odds, or you can just do a video for number 17, and I'll show you there'll be an optional video option for number 17, but if you do this video, you have to solve and check it on the video. Okay, solve and check for the video. All right, have fun. If you need help, you know where to find me. And like I said, if you're totally lost, you need to go back and watch the video for 4A. Okay. Oops, I need to stop this. I don't know why this takes too long.